Okay, so I got my microphone working again, so let's talk about something, shall we? Now, today's topic is about how Ubisoft, as a collective, are just a bunch of twats, which by today's standards of stupidity is quite impressive. But leave it to good old Ubisoft to prove that not only is being a dumbass fun, but also incredibly irresponsible. So join me, ladies and gentlemen, as we dive once again into the chronicles of Stupid Soft. Now, on this magical occasion, we take a look at how Sillysoft handled their new Heroes of Might and Magic game, or more specifically, the Collector's Edition. Because to be honest, that statue looks amazing, and between this and the Witcher 3 Collector's Edition, video games are getting mighty spiffy now. But of course, since this is my channel, something had to go wrong. And that something is this part of the picture. You see here where it says PC DVD, well, in the past, that particular marking meant that the game disc was included inside, most commonly on a DVD. So, enthusiasts using a rational mind would buy the collector's edition in anticipation of the ever-endangered and rarely seen disc for the PC. So, imagine their surprise when they received their collector's edition box, but the slot where the game disc is supposed to be being completely empty. Instead, all they would receive is a code to download the game from online. So, needless to say that the people who bought the collector's edition were a little bit pissed. After all, this thing cost them over $100. But of course, the story doesn't end just there, because this is Stupid Soft, and them being the Tom Hanks of Major League fuck-ups decided to do something that a game company hasn't had the balls to do in a couple of decades. And that is target and specifically fuck over their American consumer. You see, in a brilliant move, Ubisoft decided to actually give out the game disc in Europe, but skimp over the Americans and just give them a shitty DLC code. Oh, and when the American fan base found out, that red flag began to wave in the wind, and that patriotism began to rise. Within minutes, Reddit and the Ubisoft Twitter account were set ablaze with not-so-nice words being directed at the Ubisoft head office. And what followed is probably the biggest proof that Ubisoft is run by a bunch of howler monkeys rather than a human with a rational mind. Because Ubisoft not only decided not to give in, but instead would double down on their own stupidity, saying that they wouldn't be issuing refunds and that all the people who bought the collector's edition can go suck on a cock. But in case you're wondering why the UK got the game disc and not the Americas, well, I would assume that's because the UK, even with all its faults, actually has a very progressive consumer rights law to protect its citizens. But what America lacks in the protection of its consumer rights is mixed up in the sheer hatred of the thought of playing second fiddle to the sodding Brits. So, with many a legal action threatened against them for false advertisement, Ubisoft finally caved in and said that they would be issuing refunds to all the American collectors or allowing them to download a free game or something. So, good job, America, you win again. Alright, now, before I go, I would like to pose a question to you. And that is, what the hell is wrong with Ubisoft? Because think about that. In this life, there are a few In this life, there are a few groups that you don't want to fuck with. 4chan users is one, Reddit hackers is another, and the last being the people who play Heroes of Might and Magic hardcore. Go piss on the Assassin's Creed audience. They're around 15 to 25 years old, so they don't fucking care when their shitty game releases. Look at what Unity did. When that game released, all they did was tweet about 420 Blazer. But you cannot treat the Heroes audience like that, an audience that is probably older than most of the people watching this video. These people are established members of society. I'm talking doctors, lawyers, all above the age of 45, have children in college and a mistress on the side. These people have real power. And Ubisoft found this out very quickly. Alright, look, we just need to change the Ubisoft logo to the Brazzers logo, and that way when you load up one of their shitty games and that logo pops up, at least you know then that you're about to get fucked with shitty DLC and microtransactions. And then balance it all out with that damn circle of random people and just insert a dildo in the center of it and you have to click on it to start the game. I'm going to work.